A lot of people don't really know how to take, the rumors that were starting to circulate about you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household. Right? So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. It's maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that
we won't do that.
Before getting into the timeline, everyone needs to know the key people involved in this situation. Tamar Braxton turned 48 years old and remains the youngest sister in the Braxton family, which includes her famous sibling, Toni Braxton. A Grammy nomination came her way for the 2013 hit Love and War, and she took home the win on Celebrity Big Brother Season 2. Reality TV kept her visible through Braxton Family Values on WETV for years, and October 2025 brought a new project called Heartbreak Retrograde, a 6-song EP paired with a visual album. Mendeecees Harris, 47 years old, became a household name after appearing on Love and Hip Hop New York, starting in 2013 alongside his partner Yandy Smith. Beat Factory Studio in the Bronx belongs to him, but his life has included serious legal troubles that shaped everything that came after. December 2015 brought a 97-month federal prison sentence for conspiracy to distribute heroin and along with a requirement to forfeit $2.5 million in assets.
Here's the thing though, Tamar. First of all, I never called you a homewrecker, I never called you a hoe, and I never called you a slut. I may have called you a liar, but I had proof. I had proof. Because literally, let me show you what she said when she did this interview with L'Oreal. And she chooses her words very wisely here, okay?
Release came around November 2020 after roughly 4 years served. Yandy Smith Harris, and that hyphenated name deserves attention because we're going to talk about why it's complicated, has been Mendeecees' partner for roughly 20 years. Main cast status on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta defined her career, and she built her entire brand around being the devoted partner who held things down while her man sat locked up. The fourth player here is Funky Dineva, a YouTuber and blogger who lit this whole fire in the first place. December 1st, 2025 arrived with Funky Dineva going live on YouTube with a video titled Tamar Braxton, Mendeecees, and the Missing Teeth, and that title alone signaled this would get messy. 15 minutes of explosive allegations about intimate behavior between Tamar and Mendeecees followed. His exact words need to be heard because understanding how specific these accusations were matters here. I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, Funky Dineva stated. You at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. But here's the thing, that wasn't even the most damaging claim because he went much further. I literally saw them making out in the Uber, he alleged.
Did that interview this week, and then Tamar took to her Instagram story not too long ago. Took to her Instagram story and says, I'm accepting apologies through my Cash App. The F? Then she says, please pay by the following. If you called me, quote, 1, a liar, $10. 2, a homewrecker, $20. 3, a hoe, $20. 4, a slut, $30. Accept the fact that y'all fell for the bull-ish and run me the F up.
She was sitting on his lap, kissing all over him, tongue and everything. And this man is married to Yandy, like married. The accusations connected to something that happened to Tamar back in August 2025. And this is where the situation takes a stranger turn. August 17th, 2025 brought an Instagram post from Tamar claiming she had been found in a pool of blood with a fractured nose and missing teeth. No full explanation of that night ever came. And while her dentist, Dr. Amira Ogunlai, suggested possible sleepwalking, Tamar herself admitted she doesn't remember what happened. Funky Dineva suggested Mendeecees might know something about that night, telling viewers, if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendeecees and his best friend because they're the ones who went upstairs with ya. These allegations remain unverified, which needs to be crystal clear. The damage hit immediately regardless, and the internet found its villain in Tamar Braxton, the supposed homewrecker messing with Yandy's husband. 24 hours passed before Tamar fired back, issuing a formal statement on December 2nd, 2025, through her attorney, James L. Walker Jr. Legal strategy showed in every word because she started by establishing her professional work before pivoting to the denial.
I always find that funny when reality TV stars ask for privacy or be like, you guys weren't in the group chat. You're on a reality show, shucking and jiving for Mona Scott Young. And all of a sudden, when people speculate, wait a second, are you cheating? Because
this summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a 6-song EP and a short film, her statement read. Seeing it reach #1 on the iTunes R&B charts and top 20 overall has meant the world to me and my team. The denial followed directly after that setup. That's why it's especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. She wrote, "Let me be clear. This is a lie." Acknowledgement of collateral damage came next, with her noting that these rumors don't just touch me, they touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who never asked to be dragged into nonsense. Her Instagram caption landed with 4 words, "Playtime is over." That statement worked as a warning shot because legal action seemed to be on the table. Funky Dineva showed 0 signs of intimidation and doubled down instead, addressing her attorney directly by saying, "Mr. Walker, you don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate." The situation at this point featured allegations from Funky Dineva, a denial from Tamar, and absolutely no word from the person at the center of everything, Mendeecees Harris himself.
To a story that is, baby, you didn't throw no party for me. If anything, you threw a pre-party for Mendeecees. Because he the one who went back upstairs with you. That lady husband. And see, y'all be around here in these blogs and thinking y'all be knowing what y'all be talking about. Folks be eating me up. And I just be sitting there. If only y'all knew. If only y'all knew. He's such a bad friend. If she was drunk, why he didn't go upstairs with her? That just want to be around her. He just want to be around her because of XYZ. A real friend would have went upstairs with her. I didn't need to go upstairs with her because that lady husband went upstairs with her.
Weeks passed with Mendeecees saying nothing, and that silence kept doing real damage to Tamar's reputation. The obvious question here involves why Tamar Braxton would even be around Mendeecees Harris in the first place, since they operated in different reality TV worlds. Tamar appeared here on WETV with Braxton Family Values, while Mendeecees starred on VH1 with Love and Hip Hop. Professional collaboration provides the answer. That Heartbreak Retrograde project Tamar mentioned, the visual album released on October 31st, 2025, featured Mendeecees as her love interest in the short film portion. Both showed up at the album release party in Atlanta on November 7, 2025. Photographs captured them together, and they were clearly promoting the project as collaborators. A legitimate, documented, professional reason existed for them to be in each other's presence. Funky Dineva alleged that what he witnessed went far beyond professional behavior, and without Mendeecees saying anything to clarify the situation, people started drawing their own conclusions based on incomplete information. The picture here needs to be painted clearly. December 1st to December 24th spans more than 3 weeks, and throughout that entire stretch, Tamar Braxton faced constant online attacks.
But I do find it interesting. I'm sorry that you guys weren't in the group chat and all this speculation. Well, you're gonna get the fever when people think that you're in a relationship with Yandy. This is part of the reason why I don't blame when people get mad at people for releasing a statement about them no longer being together. Is to avoid the speculation that if you see me out with someone else, please understand I'm no longer with this person.
Homewrecker accusations flew at her, along with claims that she lied, plus worse things that don't need repeating here. Mendeecees Harris stayed quiet through all of it, offering no public defense of her and no public clarification of his relationship status, just silence while the dragging continued. Why that matters becomes clear when you consider what Mendeecees knew. Information that would have immediately shut down the homewrecker narrative. He knew he wasn't married, he knew he was already separated from Yandy, and he said nothing. That fact deserves to stay in mind as the next section unfolds. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, 2025, specifically December 24th and 25th, finally brought Mendeecees Harris out of his silence during an appearance on Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover on Streets 94.5 radio. Everything changed based on what he revealed. Confirmation of the breakup came first when he stated plainly, "We not together," followed by confirmation they'd been separated for, in his words, over a year. The real bombshell landed when he admitted that he and Yandy were never legally married at any point. That needs to sink in properly, because the wedding that over 2 million people watched on VH1 on May 25th, 2015 held no legal weight. The vow renewal they staged in Dubai in 2017 also held no legal weight. Papers never got signed at either ceremony. His explanation of how this happened came through clearly when he said, "We was never legally married, so we're not getting divorced." More details followed about the decision itself. It was Yandy's idea. In the beginning, I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and she said, "Let's not sign the papers." I was like, "All right, cool." Then it kind of just stayed that way. We had 2 ceremonies and we still didn't sign. Legal sense emerges when you consider the context, because that December 2015 sentence of 97 months in federal prison came with a $2.5 million forfeiture requirement. Legal marriage would have put Yandy's assets and income at risk, so keeping things unofficial offered financial protection. A business decision got dressed up as a love story for television. 2 million viewers watched that 2015 VH1 wedding special thinking they witnessed a real marriage. Yandy built her brand as the devoted wife, holding things down while her man stayed locked up. And the internet defended her honor against Tamar Braxton based on that belief. None of it held any legal reality. That same interview brought direct comments about the Tamar allegations from Mendeecees, who denied having an affair with her and described their connection as strictly professional work on the Heartbreak Retrograde visual album. The homewrecker narrative collapses completely, regardless of any speculation about whether something more happened between them. Wrecking a home requires a home to wreck, and Mendeecees wasn't married. His separation had already happened. Single describes his status accurately. All those people spending weeks calling Tamar a homewrecker turned out to be wrong. And their mistake came from believing a marriage was real when legal reality showed otherwise. Yandy Smith's response to all of this deserves attention, and what stands out is her silence on direct statements. No interviews happened, no formal response came through, just Instagram activity that told its own story. December 26, 2025, the day after Mendeecees' interview aired, brought this post from her. "Now I finally understand the difference between people who love me, people who love to be around me, and people who love what I can do for them." Weight carries in that statement, given what just happened. Another post followed saying, "You're quieter now. I heard my business from people that I didn't tell," which suggests she didn't know Mendeecees planned to go public with all of this and found out her own business from other people. December 29th, 2025, just days ago, showed Yandy appearing to move on publicly with a post about an Africa trip captioned, "Are you done talking? Telling me, baby, are you done?" Moving along to international news. Co-parenting appears to remain a priority despite the split, because Mendeecees and Yandy did share a Christmas Day video with their son, Amir. Their children include 12-year-old Omari, 10-year-old Skylar, and their adopted daughter, Infinity. And whatever personal feelings exist between the parents, commitment to the kids seems intact. Tamar Braxton's response to Mendeecees' revelations arrived on December 28, 2025, and describing it as a satirical invoice captures the tone perfectly. Her Instagram stories announce she's accepting apology payments through Cash App, with a breakdown of pricing that went as follows. Calling her a liar costs $10. Calling her a home wrecker costs $20. Calling her a hoe costs $20. Calling her a slut runs $30. Her message concluded by telling people to accept the fact that y'all fell for the bullshit and run me TF up before posting her Cash App handle. Literal payment expectations don't apply here because the whole thing read as tongue-in-cheek. Her point landed clearly, though, because vindication had arrived and she wanted the people who attacked her to acknowledge they got it wrong. Multiple fans noticed something interesting in the comments, specifically who Tamar didn't demand an apology from. Mendeecees himself escaped that list. That absence stands out because he held the information that would have stopped everything. His single status was known to him, the lack of legal marriage was known to him, and weeks earlier would have been early enough to clear all of this up. One commenter put it directly, "The only person who owes her anything is Mendeecees. He let everyone call her all these things, and he should have cleared it up then." The question of Funky Dineva's response needs addressing, and no apology or retraction has come as of December 30th, 2025. Very specific allegations about behavior he claims to have witnessed personally came from him, and Mendeecees being single doesn't automatically disprove what Funky Dineva says he saw. Tamar's legal threats from early December haven't materialized into any lawsuit against Funky Dineva as of right now. That particular beef sits unresolved. Stepping back reveals how this story connects to something larger than celebrity gossip. Reality television's manipulation of our understanding of what's real gets exposed here in a way that deserves attention. 2 million people watched a wedding in 2015 and invested emotionally in this couple, with Yandy building a career around the loyal wife image. The whole narrative of her holding down the household while Mendeecees stayed locked up landed as powerful storytelling that resonated with a lot of viewers. But here's the thing about that fundamental basis: the marriage itself was a legal fiction. Sitting with that for a moment matters because a television network aired wedding specials. Yandy used the title wife for years, and none of it held technical truth. Judging their decision isn't the point here, because keeping the marriage unofficial made legal and financial sense given Mendeecees' situation, and protecting assets from forfeiture counts as smart planning. Questions do emerge about what we're actually watching when we watch reality TV, how much of it reflects reality, and how much of it just makes for compelling television. December 30th, 2025 finds everyone in a particular position. Tamar Braxton considers herself vindicated since the homewrecker allegations lose all weight when no marriage existed to wreck. Weeks of public backlash preceded that vindication, though, and no direct apology from Mendeecees ever came. Cryptic content about being single keeps appearing on Mendeecees' social media, including a repost with the caption, "Facts," showing a video that said, "How are you mad that my single looks more fun than your single? You, the one that wanted to be single first." Direction towards someone, possibly Yandy, seems apparent in that choice. Yandy appears to be moving forward publicly through traveling and focusing on her own content, but direct addressing of the situation hasn't happened. Funky Dineva continues standing by his original claims. No lawsuit has been filed. Future Love and Hip Hop episodes might feature this drama based on industry speculation, since both Mendeecees and Yandy remain affiliated with the franchise. Real-life conflict like this keeps reality shows running. A quick timeline recap provides the full picture before wrapping up. May 25th, 2015 brought a televised wedding watched by over 2 million viewers, but legal paperwork never got signed. December of that same year delivered the 97-month sentence for drug conspiracy. 2017 saw a vow renewal in Dubai with still no legal paperwork filed. November 2020 marked Mendeecees' release from federal prison. 2024 brought reports of both Mendeecees and Yandy living separately. August 17, 2025 found Tamar with severe facial injuries, including a fractured nose and missing teeth, with the cause still unexplained. October 31st, 2025 saw Heartbreak Retrograde release featuring Mendeecees as Tamar's love interest. November 7th, 2025 hosted the album release party in Atlanta with both in attendance. December 1st, 2025 brought Funky Dineva's affair allegations. December 2nd, 2025 delivered Tamar's denial and legal threats. December 24th and 25th, 2025 produced Mendeecees' confirmation of the split, revelation that the marriage was never legal, and denial of the affair. December 28th, 2025 featured Tamar's Cash App invoice demanding apology payments. Today marks where we stand. Several things became clear through all of this. A marriage watched by millions never held legal reality. Public opinion turned on someone instantly based on incomplete information. The person holding the power to stop a false narrative didn't use that power when the timing mattered. Tamar Braxton accepts apology payments through Cash App, apparently. The question that keeps circulating online asks why Mendeecees waited weeks to speak up while Tamar faced the backlash alone when he knew he was single the entire time. Information existed that could have ended the homewrecker narrative immediately. Using it sooner was always an option that stayed on the table. Maybe the drama escaped his attention. Maybe involvement felt unwanted. Maybe reasons existed that haven't been shared. More than 3 weeks of internet attacks hit Tamar Braxton for allegedly being involved with a married man who never actually held married status in the first place. That's the story, and that's what happened, and now the full picture of how we got here sits in front of you. Following this situation probably generated some thoughts, and the comment section waits for them. Anyone owing Tamar an apology knows exactly where to send it at this point. The next one will come soon enough.